Welcome to another relationship video. Right, so welcome to On the Relationship Side of the Game. And today's topic will be paying for dates. And what spawned this was a chat on one of the black groups I'm in on Facebook. And basically, it was a post of like a text message of a chick texting this dude back and forth, and he expected her to pay for the first date, which spawned the topic, basically, who should pay? Excuse my sweaty forehead. It is hot as hell in this building. So basically, there's a lot of mixed emotions about who pays and who doesn't. A lot of people say a man should pay. A lot of people say whoever initiates the date should pay. A lot of people say, well, the man should pay for like the first couple dates, and then the woman should come in and do whatever. So my thoughts on this are a man should pay. I will pay for the first 2 or 3 dates, right? No problem. Especially if I'm initiating things, I will pay for the first couple dates. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'll plan something out real special, real nice. And we're going to have a good time. That's the type of person I am. I like to take the lead. I like to take the charge in things. So when I do find a woman who's worthy of being taken out, I have no issues paying. Now, with that being said, on the flip side of the coin, like I had said in the other video I did, I want to return on my investment. Sure. Excuse me. Hot. Whew. Man. I don't know what it is. These white folk got it hot as hell in this building. And that's probably because the temperature outside is like the 40s. So it's really a little bit warmer outside. It is Thursday, February 18th, 2016. And it's like 40-something degrees outside, so that's probably why it's so hot. Because a lot of times in these big buildings, everything is set at a certain temperature, and when it starts warming up, it's still at that temperature, which makes the building hotter because it's warmer outside. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. I want to return on my investment. I'll pay for the first couple days. No problem. But how you act with me is depending on what you get out of me. How you act with me is how I act with you. If you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. Right? And hold on 1 second, fam. Hold on. I got to come out this polo shirt. 1 second, please. And I'm back. As you can see, I had to come out that polo. It's a little bit too warm in this building. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I remember. What you put in is what you get out. With me. I can only speak for personal experience. Okay, I can only speak for me and how I am. So, I'll pay for our first couple dates. I might, depending on who you are, I might take you to a cheaper restaurant, right? It would have to be somebody really special for me to take you to, like, Kobe Steakhouse. Kobe Steakhouse is like Benihana's, for those of you who don't know what a Kobe Steakhouse is. It's a hibachi grill. So it's basically you come into this large room. There's a bunch of like tables set up, and you sit around this table with a group of people, and they cook your food in front of you. They do a little show. They chop the onions up and make it like a little volcano mountain out of it, and they set it on fire. It's really nice. It's like $20 a plate nice. Now, $20 a plate, I think that's pretty good. I mean, I think that's pretty decent. It's like a minimum of like 15, $20 a plate. Up to like maybe like 30 for the steak and lobster platter. But 9 times out of 10, I'll take a chick to like Applebee's or Chili's or something. Because I'm not finna just spend my money on you and you haven't earned Kobe Steakhouse. You haven't earned the more expensive restaurant. You gotta put in work. Okay? You can't just get the keys to the kingdom. You gotta put in work. And what I mean by when I say I want to return on my investment, I mean, of course I want some pussy. Sure, I want that. But that's not the only thing I want. But I don't sleep with just anybody. That'll be a whole separate video on sleeping with who and all this other stuff. But anyways, you got to show me that you're worthy of me spending my time and money on you, spending my gas on you to come get you, to take you out and do all this other stuff. A lot of females feel entitled to shit they didn't earn. You didn't earn $50 plate. You did. You didn't earn me spending all my money on you. You didn't earn that. You dig what I'm saying? But if I take you out on the first couple dates, there's certain things that I look for. After I take you out a couple times. 1, are you calling me? Are you hitting my line? Are you calling me? Are you texting me? Am I the one who's always initiating the conversation? If I am, I'm going to cut you off real quick because I see that you're not that interested. You want to use me for a meal and, you know, use me or whatever, and I'm not down with that. That's simp nigga shit. I don't do that. Right? But if, say, the first 3 or 4 dates we go out, I pay, we cool, we kicking it, whatever, you call me up, hey, you know, let me take you out. Oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what earns you brownie points. Like I say, pussy is on a sliding scale. You know, you can go from here. You know what I mean? You could be here. You could be here. You could be here. You can drop back down to here. It all depends on how you act. But you can hit me up. Hey, what you doing this weekend? Prime example. Female I used to talk to. Lisa. Right? Excuse me. Like I said, it's hot up in this building. Bro, sweating. Whew. Man. Good thing I don't have a perm. I've been sweating my perm out. That's a joke, y'all. That's a joke. See, I'm bald-headed. But, anyways, I was 25 at the time. She was 35. We used to work together. She'd be like, hey, what you doing this weekend? I mean, this, that, and the other, whatever. Why, what's up? Because even if I have plans, I can always rearrange stuff or figure out when I can get down there because I'm very time conscious. God gives us enough time in the day to do what we need to do. It's up to us to do it. So I can do whatever and then come holler at you a little bit later. All I got to do is shower up and get dressed. That's like an hour. You dig? Less than that for real. So she used to hit me up, hey, Dave, what you doing this weekend? Come on over to the house. I'll cook. I'll be like, cool. She cook. I'll bring some movies. She like horror movies. I'll go get some horror movies. I'll go holler at my man. I'll go holler at the bootleg man. Hey, what kind of horror movies you got? She cooked. And I'm talking about, I was taken back because I had never had a chick cook for me before. You know what I mean? And to be honest, it was nice. She cooked, whatever, and I actually cleaned. She went around the corner. She like, hey, I'm finna be back. I'm gonna go get some cigarettes. So I'm chilling at her apartment. I'm like, cool. When she got back, dishes was done. You dig? That's the shit I'm talking about. You cook out of your own free will. I'll do the dishes. That's cool. I ain't even say nothing. She was like, oh, you ain't have to worry about that. I was like, nah, it's good. You know, you cook. I'll clean. It ain't one but a handful of dishes The food was good. That's the least I can do, right? And that was actually the first woman that I fell in love with. It didn't work out. I think she kind of fell in love as well and got scared. But I mean, that's all in the past. That's neither here nor there. But I'm just using that as an example to say these are the things that you can do to tell me that you're interested in me. If you're interested and we're vibing and we're moving and grooving, you can work your way up, right? If I got 5 females, you might be, number one. You might be number 3, but you can always work your way up. And you can always work your way down. You don't necessarily have to pay for dinner. It doesn't have to be you have to pay for a date, but you have to do something for me. And I ain't just talking about your coochie. I want that, but that's not all I want. You dig? I want to see that my efforts as a man are being appreciated. Okay? I want to understand that my time and my effort is being appreciated by you. You need to show your appreciation for me by doing X, Y, and Z. And that X, Y, and Z basically differs between person to person. Me, it could be we can go out on a date, right? You could pay. Or you could pick me up, you could drive, you could pay. You can cook. You know what I mean? You could buy me something. Some cologne or some t-shirts, something. You could invest in me. If I see that you're investing in me, then I'll most definitely invest in you. Now, first couple dates, like I say, the man should pay, as far as I'm concerned. After the first 3 or 4 dates, now I want to see what you're on, right? Anyway, now I want to see what you on. If you can't reciprocate my efforts, and that's what I was telling this one chick, we was having this conversation on the Facebook post previously mentioned. I was like, I want my efforts to be appreciated. I want your feelings. I want your effort to be reciprocal. So there's things that you can do to show me that you care. Like, cook for me. You know what I mean? Call me up. See how I'm doing. Check on me. You know what I mean? I'm really not that hard to please. I'm really not. It is the simple things that gets me. You know what I mean? And then I can look at you. I can look in your eyes. I can look at your demeanor and tell whether you're into me or not. But your actions speak louder than words. So if you do something, be like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Well, hey, I got tickets to Frankie Beverly and Mays, whatever. Okay. Frankie Beverly and Mays just came to St. Louis. If a chick knows that I like Frankie Beverly and Mays, which I do, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, all right. Hey, listen, what are you doing this weekend? Listen, I know that you like Frankie Beverly and Mays. It could be anybody. It could be Future. It could be 2 Chainz. It don't matter who it is. Hey, I noticed that, so-and-so is coming to town next weekend. How would, I bought some tickets for us to go, me and you. I'm like, a word? Oh, okay. Like my ex, Kim. I've spoke about my ex a couple times. She's my most recent ex. Wish her the best. Got nothing but love for her, but she just lost, doing whatever she doing. But hey, that's on her. That's not on me. I gave it my best shot. But she gave me my own day. I never had a chick gave me my own day. Surprised the hell out of me. Like, I'm used to going hard. To me, as far as I'm concerned, my relationship won't be 50-50. Or at least I haven't met someone who give me 50-50 because I'll go hard. The more I like you, the harder I'll go. So I got off work early Friday, picked up a couple bottles of wine, surprised her because I thought I wasn't getting home till late at night. And that's what I told her. So for real, I had dipped out early in the morning to go handle some business. I was like, hey, I'll be back. She was still in bed. Dipped out. I called her. I was like, hey, I'll be home in 20 minutes. Have breakfast ready. And cooked the nigga breakfast. She was like, oh, I done already started breakfast. Oh, well, cool. That's what's up, right? And then the next day we went to church. Came home. She was like, hey, call your weed man. Call my weed man. She's like, yeah, call up your weed man. She's like, today's your day. I was like, what? I'm looking, I'm like, huh? What you talking about? You know, I had to hit that, what's that, Gary Coleman? It was Gary Coleman. What you talking about? Like, what you talking about? Oh, today's your day. You can do whatever you want. We're going to do whatever you want. So I was like, okay, cool. I started to call my weed man. But that nigga was all the way on the west side where he stay at, and we had just left from the north side, you know, but it ain't but one bus from the church to my weed man house to get to the west side. So I was like, nah, I really don't feel like going back over them ways. We just came from there. A bus ride on a Sunday take like 2 hours or something like that. So I was like, nah, that's cool. No, ain't stressed. You sure? Yeah, you sure, babe? Yeah, I'm cool. So I was like, I tell you what, we'll rest up for a second. We'll go to Red Lobster. After being home, chilling out, I was like, man, I don't feel like going nowhere. She was like, you know, I was just going to say I really don't feel like going back out and, you know, I kind of just want to chill and just rest up or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, let's do this. Let's order a pizza. Emo's right up the street. Okay. Quick Trip right up the street. So we'll go to Quick Trip. We'll go get a couple bottles of wine. Once we hit Quick Trip, we'll shoot on up to Emo's, which is right across the street. Get that Emo's, come on back to the crib. Cool. And she paid. No problem. No muss, no fuss. Paid for the wine, paid for the pizzas, and even paid for the weed. Y'all was like, weed? Dave, you just said you wasn't going to holler at your weed man. And you're absolutely correct. But what I did do, we was coming out the house. And basically where I was staying at on Pennsylvania, and, you know, Pennsylvania and Juanita, Pennsylvania and Gravois is right up the street. So there's Emo's on the corner of Arsenal and Gravois, Pennsylvania, Gravois, and then Quick Trip is across the street. So we come out the house, dude, like, hey, you need some weed? I was like, yeah, what you got? That was right on time. Like, hey, what you got? He's like, well, I'm like, you got some loud? He's like, yeah, selling them for $5. I was like, cool. He's like, they call this Pineapple Express. I was like, cool, let me get 4 of them. Babe, pay the man. Nothing. That's what I'm talking about. That made me feel so special. That made me feel like she really cared about me. And she did. At the time. What she feel about me now, it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's irrelevant. Whatever. We're done. I don't think we'll ever get back together. If we do, we do. But the fact of the matter is, she showed me that she cared enough about me to reciprocate my time and energy. Because the night before, we went to Applebee's, paid for that. We went to go see Dr. Umar Johnson, paid for that. She needed to do some XYZ. She needed money for the bus ticket, paid for that. It's nothing. But then when she showed me that she cared about me by reciprocating the money and the energies back into me that I had put into her, that's special. That's the shit that means a whole lot to me. You know what I mean? Do women have to pay? Sometimes, yes, they do have to pay, but there's other stuff you can do besides paying for dinner or whatever. You can cook. You know, just find ways to please your man. Buy that man a sweatsuit or some shoes. Do something. You know what I mean? To show that man that you really care. And the fact of the matter is, and we're going to end on this point because we're going on like 21 minutes. I didn't mean to do this video that long. I never actually mean to do any of my videos this long, but they just happen. But basically, we're in a closed circuit, right? If you have an open circuit, if anybody knows anything about electricity, if you have an open circuit, it's basically like this. Your electricity flows one way, right? Like a one-way street. It goes one way. A closed circuit is like this. It's a circle. A closed circuit is a complete connection. So there's electricity constantly running through. Life, love, it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? If I'm putting my efforts into you, you got to put your efforts into me. If I'm not receiving the same amount of energy, if not more, from you to recharge me, because you figure if I'm a battery and I'm using my energy to pump you up, but you're not using your energy to pump me back up, and I'm steady draining my battery down for you, it's not working out. So that's it, family. That is it. As always, I'm King David. I appreciate you watching this video. Shout out to my new subscribers. I got like 3 or 4 new subscribers. Hey, it means the world to me. It really does. It's almost time for me to leave up out of work. I'm actually done with my work. So, hey, that's it. Again, much appreciated, guys. I really appreciate you watching my videos. And, hey, stick around. There'll be more to come. Peace and black love.